my name is Madam Doisi from Educare TZ. I'm teaching biology, and today I'll be with you to discuss our topic, which is found in class level Form 5. And here our topic, it is called the coordination and irritability. So within this coordination, my student, we are going to focus looking on our subtopic, which is called the sensory receptor. So my student, this subtopic of sensory receptor, we have already seen some content which are found within it, and within it is where now different kinds of classification of the receptor being found. We have already covered it, and also we have on the last session we try to look on the eye accommodation, ability of eye to accommodate different kinds of object so that it can be viewed within the retina. So my student, on the last session we end by looking on the processes which are used in eye accommodation, and we have already discussed that we have almost two processes, and the first process, it is called the refractive adjustment of the pupil size. We have already covered it. And the second one, it is called the refraction of the light rays. So on the refraction of the light rays, on the last session is where now we end by saying that we're going in this session to see the table that will differentiate the refraction which will occur in distant object and the refraction which will occur in the nearby object within the eye. So before we proceeding further to see those picture or that table, we have to recall ourselves that reflection of light rays, that is refraction of the light rays, involves bending of light rays as they move through the different media in the eye. So here bending of the light rays into the eye, because within the eye is where now different kinds of media are found. For example, within the eye there is aqueous media, there is vitreous hammer. All of those, they are media. So probably when the light enter through the eye, hapo sasa ndipo mwanga utafanyaje, utapinda. The purpose of bending of the light rays in order for that light to be observed within the retina and to be interpreted by the brain. And in the last session, we end by saying that light rays refraction in the eyes at different distance, it is shown in the table, that is table 4.1. Is where now we are going to see the reflection of the light ray from a distant object. So we say a distance object, meaning that it can be either nearby object or it can be either far, or distant object, that is far object. So now let's see this table, that is 4.1, refraction of the light rays in the human eye. So here firstly we have the light from a distant object. A person anahitaji kuona kitu ambacho kipo mbali zaidi ya yeye. So what the light now will enter through, or how does the light enter through the eye? So now here we are saying that parallel light rays reach the eyes. When you are viewing a distant object yoyote iliyokuwa mbali na wewe. For example, here we can say that this one is our object and this one is our eye. So probably the light that will enter through the eye, it is a parallel light. And what changes that the eye accommodate? Here we are saying that the cornea reflects or bends light ray. Here we have a cornea. So this cornea will bend or will reflect the light rays. Kwa sababu within the cornea is whereby there is a fluid. So ule mwanga hautapita direct kwenda moja kwa moja kwenye retina. So meaning that ule mwanga lazima utabend kwenye hiyo structure ambayo tunaita cornea. But also we have another one, that is a ciliary muscles relax. So here we have the ciliary muscles. The ciliary muscles, they attach the lens of the eye. Kwa hiyo sasa hapa hii ciliary muscles ita relax. After relax now, here we are saying that some special ligament is stretched. we have the ligament, that is the symphysis ligament, will stretch. After stretching now, the lens is pulled out. So now you can see the lens is pulled out due to stretching of the sensory ligament. And lastly, we are saying that light focus on the retina. So hapa hii object au huu mwanga utaenda moja kwa moja kwenye retina, but there is a refraction that is occurring through the cornea that make the light to pass and to enter the eyes to the retina. So the object is going now to be viewed within the retina. So my student, that is a we can say that is a distant object, or we can say that is far object ambayo ipo mbali na wewe. So italeta changes kwenye macho kama hizo hapo. And also we have another changes that will occur within the eyes from the nearby object. If you want to view a nearby object, kitu ambacho kipo karibu na wewe, so how can you view them? Or what changes does the eye possess so that the image can be viewed in the retina clearly? So here we are saying that light from a nearby object, divergent light rays reach the eye. So now you can see this one is our distant or nearby object. So the light that comes from this object will diverge to enter through the eye because this object, it is nearby, ipo karibu na wewe. Kwa hiyo sasa probably hapo ule mwanga utadiverge, utasambaa ili kuingia ndani ya macho. So what changes that the eye possess now? Now here we are saying that the cornea reflects, so bend the light rays. So this is usual. So tunasema hapa cornea ita bend ili kuonyesha ile mwanga kuingia ndani ya jicho. Thereafter circular ciliary muscles contracted and thereafter symphysis ligament lax. So hapa unaweza ukaona hizi ciliary muscles zimecontract. After contracting now, what next? Loose ligament. So zile ligaments zitakuwa zimejiachia. Zikijiachia ndio inapelekea hii lens to become more convex. Inakuwa in round shape. So now here we can say that light focuses on the retina. That is when you are viewing the nearby object. So those one are the changes that will occur so that the eye can accommodate the amount of light that will enter through the eye. So my student, when you have been asked to explain eye accommodation, so make sure that you explain both processes. The first process, that is the refractive adjustment of the pupil size in dim light and in bright light. That is the refractive adjustment of the pupil size. And when you come into explaining the reflection of the right rays, you have to explain nearby object and distant object. What are the changes that will occur within the eyes? So you have to be very careful in understanding those changes, and thereafter you'll be able now to explain all of those. So that is all about the eye accommodation. But here, my students, I have to introduce to you another thing, that is the structure of the retina. We have to see the structure of the retina. We have seen that retina is found within the eyes. Is where now the objects are viewed first within the retina. So what is this retina? What special characteristics or what special content that this retina possesses? Here we are saying that the retina is comprised of 3 layers, cells. So within the retina is where now almost 3 layers they are found. And the first layer here, it is called the outermost layer that is found within the retina. So what is the function of this outermost layer within the retina? That make the object or the image to be viewed within it. And here we are saying that is a photoreceptor layer containing rods and cones. So kwenye outermost layer of the retina is whereby rods and cones are located. And these rods together with the cones, they are specialized to detect any image that will come across. Au tunasema kwamba hizi rods na cones ndo zinatumika kama photoreceptor that will detect the changes that will occur within the environment. Thereafter, will send the impulse to the brain so that it can be interpreted is due to these rods and cones. So, and also we can say that the rods the rods and cones spatially embedded in the pigment epithelial cell of the colloid layer. Hizi zimejiattach or they are embedded in the layer of the epithelial cell of the choroid layer. So, though it is found within the outermost layer of the retina, lakini inapatikana au imejishikiza kwenye structure ambayo inaitwa colloid layer. So my student, for more clarification on this outer structure of the retina, we are going to see later on the next part of this session. So thank you for listening.